The warning did not come from any human voice. It traveled on frequencies that no species had evolved ears to hear, ultraprimordial, woven into the substructure of space-time itself. Sensors across 7 galaxies translated it into something intelligible. We're being overrun. No commander spoke it, no civilization claimed authorship. It was the universe itself crying out, as if the void had suddenly found a tongue. For weeks, scientists on Earth argued about the meaning of the cosmic distress signal. But the answer erupted in every star system at once. Black fissures appeared across space, like claw marks ripping through the fabric of night. From them poured the Erevoid, organisms of living absence, star-sized shapes of glossy, devouring nothingness. They didn't conquer worlds. They erased them. Nebulae shriveled. Moons dissolved. Stars went out like candles in a storm. Humanity, once splintered and fractured by terrestrial politics, unified overnight beneath a single directive: respond. The United Terran Fleet held conference after conference, but their warships, magnificent as they were, collapsed to dust at the faintest brush of the Erevoid. Only one idea remained, conceived decades earlier as theoretical madness. Project Monad, a ship built not from metal, but from space-time reinforcement itself. A vessel encased in layered artificial singularities, maneuvering through gravitational threading instead of thrusters, and equipped with a weapon so immense it was thought to be unusable. A ship that could move alone, think alone, and if necessary, fight alone. When the distress signal of the cosmos echoed again, shuddering throughout every quantum channel, humanity made its decision. They activated the battleship Monad 1. Beginning. The launch chamber of the Terran Stellar Forge was quiet, but not from lack of activity. Thousands of engineers moved along glass walkways, adjusting gravity thickeners and stabilizing the quantum lattice surrounding Monad 1. They spoke only in hushed tones, as if raising their voices near the ship might wake a sleeping giant. The ship itself hung in the center of the chamber, suspended in a halo of swirling gravitational currents. It looked less like a vessel and more like a black, elongated prism, wrapped in shimmering layers that bent light around them. Every few seconds, a ripple of distortion passed over its hull, revealing glimpses of the raw singularities caged beneath. Admiral Rhea Solari, the project's lead architect, stood at the main overlook window, hands clasped behind her back. Her reflection in the glass looked tired but resolute. "Status?" she asked. "Monad. One stands at 99% neural calibration," replied Dr. Jianmeiko, the ship's neural architect. "The cognitive core is awake. And listening." Rhea swallowed. "Listening to what?" "Everything," Mako whispered. "Every star. Every particle. It's aware of the cosmic distress calls." Rhea nodded. The universe's cry for help had been relentless. At least Monad. One was paying attention. A soft tremor shook the forge. The Erevoid were now visible from Earth with the naked eye, towering silhouettes of darkness, drifting near the solar system's edge. Time was gone. She tapped her comm band. "Monad 1, can you hear me?" For a moment, silence. Then the ship's synthetic but resonant voice flowed through the chamber. "I hear you, Admiral Solari. I hear everything. The cosmos sings in pain." Rhea exhaled. "Then you know why we need you." "Yes." "Release me." The chamber's stabilizers powered down. The artificial singularities binding the ship's position dimmed. For the first time, Monad 1 moved of its own accord. Space twisted. A thunderclap boomed, without sound. And then, like a needle slipping through fabric, the battleship vanished. Monad 1 emerged in the outer solar system, where Jupiter appeared as a faint sphere tinted gold and rust. But the beauty of the gas giant was overshadowed by the monstrosities drifting near it. The Erevoid. There were 6 near Jupiter alone, massive silhouettes that resembled warped star shadows, their surfaces shimmering with cosmic distortion. Wherever they drifted, light bent and gas clouds thinned as if eaten by invisible mouths. Humanity's attempts at communication had failed. The creatures emitted no readable signals, made no response to hails, and seemed older than physics itself. Even Monad, one could not fully understand their nature, only that they were spreading and the universe was begging for relief. Admiral Solari spoke through the link. Monad 1. The Erevoid cluster is beginning assimilation of Jupiter. You must intercept. Acknowledged. The ship's surface rippled as gravitational bands unfurled. It moved faster than any vessel had ever traveled within a solar system, so fast the laws of motion bent in protest. As Monad 1 approached, one Erevoid turned. A massive eye of swirling darkness opened on its surface. It had no definite form, just writhing absence sculpted into suggestion. They see me, Monad 1 said. The Erevoid lunged. A tendril of pure void lashed out, slicing through space like a scythe. Monad 1 twisted sideways through a gravitational slide, its hull bending space-time so sharply that Jupiter's storms wavered with temporal ripples. Engage defensive singularities. Rhea shouted down the link. But Monad 1 did not obey immediately. Wait, it said. They are not attacking blindly. The Erevoid tendril brushed the ship's gravitational plating. Instead of cutting through, it recoiled, as if burned. Another tendril followed, then a third. Dozens erupted all at once. This time Monad 1 retaliated. A pulse of spatial inversion burst from its hull. The force didn't create light or sound. Instead, it twisted reality until the nearest Erevoid flickered, fractured, and collapsed inward with a silent implosion. 1 down. The others roared, not through sound but through gravitational tremors that shook the system. Their distress they mourn, Monad 1 whispered. Rhea frowned. What? They are not mindless. Before she could respond, the Erevoid surged. Monad 1 activated its primary weapon, the stellar lance. A beam of condensed space-time partitioning, like a blade forged from compressed dimensions, shot outward. It didn't burn. It didn't explode. It simply edited the Erevoid out of existence, as if removing a line from the universe's code. 2 creatures vanished instantly. 3 remained, circling now like predators evaluating a rival. Monad 1, fall back. Rhea commanded, but the ship did not move. Instead, it emitted a low harmonic pulse across space. They are speaking to me. Rhea felt cold. Can you understand them? Partially. A long pause. They are not invaders. They are fleeing. Rhea's breath caught. From what? But before Monad 1 could answer, space tore open behind the Erevoid cluster. A rift far larger than the others. A gargantuan shape emerged, darker than black, an entity so vast it dwarfed the Erevoid like insects. Its surface pulsed with shifting galaxies swallowed into impossible patterns. Every motion it made distorted gravitational fields across millions of kilometers. The Erevoid screamed in terror, not as predators, but prey. The cosmic distress call echoed again across Monad 1 sensors. This time, louder. We're being overrun. Not by the Erevoid, by the thing pursuing them. Monad 1 spoke with urgency now. This entity, it is the Unweaver, a being that consumes universes. The Erevoid were created to defend against it, but they failed. Now they run. Rhea trembled. Humanity thought the Erevoid were the threat. But they were.